The book of Proverbs, verse 7. Hopes placed in mortals die with them. All the promise of their power comes to nothing. So, how's everybody doing? This is Phil from the Eternal Balance Christian RPG and Storytime. So, I think what I want to do is I want to keep it more casual and just kind of be a little more raw and just like a little more not focus on perfectionism and just make like content and just put it out there, right? Glorify God, talk about my little RPG world. I think that'll all be good, right? Okay. So some of these are just pictures I've been working on, some different concept artworks and stuff. So I guess I just want to talk about some ideas. So here's some artwork ideas for one of my characters. I think I might make this video talking about her. So her name is supposed to be called Amara. So, and obviously I'm just kind of fleshing out characters, right? Now I use the AI to help me. I got some other pictures on here too. I'm not against showing those either. But Amara is basically a Christian religious woman who serves and works in the church. So, some aspects about her is... Now, obviously this is all like a work of fiction and fantasy, really, at the end of the day, right? So some of the lore is that she and my main character at one point, basically they dated and they interacted with each other, but it just didn't really work out, and he kind of just went for this other woman named Celine. But basically, this character, I feel like, so she's kind of like angelically inspired, or she's like kind of touched by like an angel or something, right? It's like that TV show from forever ago. But she has some kind of like angelic support. So she, let me see if I can find what I wrote down. I don't think I posted anything on the YouTube yet. This is my Discord. You should be able to find the link on my YouTube channel. But now, I'm fleshing it out more. It's still kind of in beta, but I have some basics at least. So let's see here, some of the stuff I wrote down. So it kind of like I gave her this little necklace. It has like this like little teardrop on it, and I was just kind of making some stories up. So I would say she's very beautiful, but she's not like like slutty, right? She's just she's like a decent, proper woman, but she's also very beautiful too. I gave her this silverish colored hair because she's still pretty young, like maybe in her 30s. It's like I can change some of the stuff up a little bit. She could be even theoretically be in her 20s, right? Like some of my main characters could probably be considered to be in their 20s, right? But I still gotta work on some of this stuff. She's kind of gentle. She's like kind of a little bit more modest. I think I made some of this story up. So I came up with the story. Now I don't know if it sounds kind of stupid, but I create stuff, right? So I came up with this story. I think I have this kind of written down here that like maybe like once a year there's this some kind of like an event or something, and there's like a holy day, and like this angel that she's with comes out, and like maybe she can like commune and see these angels, and like kind of like her pendant kind of lights up, and maybe she's like around this water. Maybe like her hair kind of lights up a little bit. I was also just thinking like her hair can glow in the dark, especially when it's like really dark out. Yeah, I don't know how that would happen. I don't know how that would affect the role playing. It could be interesting. So I came up with that. Yeah, she's like, she's like a very strong like religious stance, and like she's generally a good person. Trying to think, yeah, like she's like a spiritual healer. So she like heals people. I think I was kind of calling her like, now some of this stuff gets a little bit gray. It's obviously a work of fiction. I don't really know that, like, women don't really, like, I don't know how much they really work and serve in the church directly. They're not supposed to be leaders biblically. So calling her like a priestess is like it's a little bit gray. I know, like, no, men are supposed to be priests biblically, but she works in the church, right? She's like a religious leader of some sort. Maybe she's not like the main leader or something, but she kind of works in it, right? So, and she gives the wisdom out and she helps other people. And then I had the AI help me a little bit, kind of flesh some of the stuff out. It helped come up with some ideas, like certain like powers and abilities. I don't know exactly how I want to go with it. So to be honest, I feel like this wasn't my intention, but there's that character from the Avatar: The Last Airbender. Maybe it's like, I swear maybe I was slightly inspired by it. That's probably why I kept thinking about it more. There's that lady from, I think, from like the northern, or maybe, I can't remember, north or south. It's like this moon spirit or something. Turns into like this fish or something. I mean, maybe she's like a little bit inspired by her, or she's at least similar enough that I kind of think about that other character. But obviously, they're two different works of fiction. But yeah, yeah, and she helps out she can serve the team a little bit in the story. She's probably more of like a support role. I don't know how much and I'm not really sure how much she fights necessarily. She uses these Christian like Holy Spirit powers. Uses like maybe like spiritual light. But she's not really a combat heavy kind of character. And she's just kind of like, she heals. She's very graceful. So these are some aspects about her. I mean, it's like a little bit about character highlight. So I think here's a picture, she's kind of like in the middle, right? The top middle. This is a picture from a long time ago. I think last December I was working on some, trying to make this world. So that's an old picture hypothetically of her. Now, she's not like an elf, right? Now I know that I kind of add some fantasy to it. I mean, I'm not against the fact that maybe she could, I could play around with it. Maybe she has some kind of like elven ties or something. Because in my world, like elves are kind of like descendants of angels on some levels, or at least they're like, they're like, their influence are like kind of like they have some kind of angelic ties to their heritage. I was trying to play around with some Christian themes in it, right? And maybe that character over there could be like, like my main character a little bit. I don't know, right? This is just an old picture from an old AI I kind of messed around with. I kind of I like her in that picture though. Now, she's pretty good looking. It's just like kind of like strong and stoic, right? Like, like maybe she's going out to like help out and like, fight some spiritual darkness or something. So I could play around maybe the idea that she could be like elven a little bit, or maybe like a half elf. Okay, so these are pictures that really have nothing to do with her specifically. These are some other like, female characters. So, okay, so I just want to say this. Like, I feel like, because like I'm a man, right? And I feel like a lot of the people on my channel are probably more masculine. Like, it's just sometimes it's one of those things where it's like, you can't really control these things. But I do want my world to be open that like, like women can play, right? I mean, like they can enjoy it with me too, right? And they can enjoy it with other people. I know that like a lot of women, they don't really like a lot of this stuff too much. It's nothing like personal, they just don't like it. So, and like I know there are a lot of women that do like to play role-playing games, but it's still kind of the minority, and it's nothing like it has nothing to do with what the content is. It's just that a lot of women just don't like this kind of stuff, so they just don't do it. It's just kind of the way it is, right? And I like the fact that there are some women who are into nerdy stuff too. That's awesome, right? I want to be open and tolerant, and I want females on my channel to feel comfortable and safe, right? They can come and join, they can play. But I can't really control a lot of that stuff. I feel like if I just make good content, I might get like, I feel like probably a healthy ratio of what I should expect. It's probably like 80% men on my channel and like 20% women. Realistically, right? Yeah, here's one I made by ChatGPT. Yeah, and it shows the name on here. Some of these pictures and concept artworks look pretty good. I can't deny it, right? I was playing around with some different concepts. I make a whole bunch of artwork. Sometimes like it's like take a bunch of like crap and you throw it against the wall and like whatever sticks is good. And sometimes it's bad, right? Some of these pictures though, they do look good, and some of them they look okay, right? So, and like I have detailed like descriptions of like some of my main characters. I've been trying a bunch of different artwork styles. So I don't want to talk too much about myself. I kind of talk a little bit sometimes, but this is like a demon character I've been working on, like the main villain, right? This picture is like super creepy, but not a bad thing necessarily. He's like the villain, right? Also, Amara does fight against like darkness, because that's something she's really good at. So like even this picture, like she has kind of some grayish colored hair. Now I'm gonna say maybe she looks a little bit like a witch. Now, to be honest, it's not like fair necessarily. I know I wanted darker, like I wanted different outfits and stuff, right? Nothing inherently evil about it. Just has some grayish color hair. She's like a kind of a bluish cloak. But and like some of these, like I don't know. Like this one's like I think it's called like Art Nouveau. I'm sure I butchered that. I've been trying different stylized artworks. I do like this one quite a bit actually. The I can't pronounce it, like Nouva, I think. And there's like it's kind of like a little bit like from Kingdom Come Deliverance or like some medieval Catholicism. It's like it has like an interesting background. It's simplistic, like pictures like these, for example. It's simple. It still looks intriguing and it's interesting. It's not like obnoxious kind of art. It's like simple, easy flowing art. And like this one I think is like more from dark fantasy. And some of these are like, I think this one's like maybe like it's maybe like almost like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of artwork style. I'm not sure the best way to describe like a higher fantasy kind of picture. But some of these they don't look bad, right? Just trying out a bunch of styles. Putting Christian symbols on, different female artwork. Here's some more men. Oh yeah, here's a bunch of different styles. I think this one's considered graffiti. This one, and like some of these, I don't even know what they all are, right? There's different like stained glass paintings. Like again, like this one, like here, right? Like I really like this kind of one. I've been trying a whole bunch of different artwork. Like it's more like a basic Christian soldier. So it's like a stained glass. I think this one's like a superhero one. And like wood carving, I think it's called. And like this one might have been like an anime style, maybe. And this one, yeah, I don't even know the name. I asked ChatGPT to help me come up with a whole bunch of different options. So I want to try them all out, right? And some of there's different like animated styles. I want to try a bunch of different symbols and stuff. Like this one's, I think this one's more realistic. So I'm still trying to kind of stylize it right more. And this is just from some other thing. So yeah. I mean, I got Amara. I'm working on different artwork. And I like to have some diversity too, right? You got men, you got women, you got different races, different classes. I can kind of flesh out some different ideas, different diversities. And like some of these I really like. I know it's simple, but it still looks really good at the same time. Like it doesn't, sometimes I feel like when you do art, you don't have to do too much. It's just like very simplistic. She's a very pretty girl, a very, very modest, humble outfit, but she still looks good at the same time, right? And like, I mean, I was playing around. I know like the idea from Kingdom Come Deliverance. Like I sometimes like some of the women, they might have like a crossbow or something. I know they're not really like combat heavy, but they can still fight a little bit, right? Yeah, like the crossbow, maybe like a noble woman or like a little bit of a heroine or something. it's not bad. I don't know what I think about it. And like, you got like, sometimes they got like a sword, like flowing hair and stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna call this video, but okay. So I got Amara. I also just want to say, like, like, if people are interested in building a character with me, they can go on my Discord or they can let me know. We can work together and we can build a character. Yeah, let me know what you think about it. And yeah, I'm not against. I'm also not against like a man playing a female character or a female playing a male character either. It'd probably be better that we stick to our gender, but I'm not against it at the same time. It's a little more difficult of a role play, but I'm open-minded to some of this stuff, right? So, yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, and yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'm humbled. All right, God bless.